Hello. I am Dog. Well, kind of. Not exactly a Shadox, but a purple puppo all the same, so. This is Animaze. And I'm testing it, and it's hard to calibrate, but it's working okay right now. So, the Animaze developers gave me an early access to this, and they wanted me to make a video, so that's why there's a little bonus thing happening right now. So they had their video. But, this is, yeah, Animaze is a software. Let me, you can see over here, over there. Whoa, stretchy neck. You can see over there in the upper left. Hi. This is a creepy face mask that follows my lip, eye, and I guess head movements to track and decide what the model is doing. And, yeah, so that's how this works. Now, this may seem familiar to some of you. This just released. Animaze just released. It's free. You can check it out too. But I want to talk a bit about it, and I want to talk a bit about its predecessor. I'm going to turn this face mask off. It's creepy. Also, I hope you like my collar. I figured I'd, you know, render collar for me. Why not? This is my collar. I've had it for years. Yeah, I'm a dog. What do you expect? But, anyways, you can even have your tongue out? Well, sort of. I did it. It's kind of hard, but I did it. I can also go like, ah. Kind of works, anyways. But, so some of you may realize that this is very similar to another product, Face Rig. Face Rig came out in 2015, and it was made by the same guys as this. The studio name, what is it over here? Let's see, let's look off the other screen. Oh yeah, Holotech Studios made Face Rig in 2015, and now they're releasing this. And basically, they wanted to get off the Unity build they were using and switch to their own proprietary that word's hard engine. So that's why they made Animaze. And if that's all there was to it, I'd be pretty okay with it. Honestly, I'm a little bit mixed about this. First off, you may notice the syncing is okay. It's not exceptional. I do wonder how much this program struggles with me. My lighting is decent. I'm centered in everything, but admittedly, there's a few aspects of my physical self that makes this a little bit harder, I suppose, for a program like this. One is that I have a bit of squinty eyes, so it has a little bit more trouble telling if I'm having my eyes open or not. You may notice that. Not to mention, I also have a lazy eye, which basically means that, if I'm out in the sun, my left eye likes to squint more than my right. It's more light sensitive, I guess you could say. Beyond that, I'm fat, and I don't know if, fat face maybe it has harder time defining. Though honestly, head movements are very accurate. I can just do this. What the hell? I look drunk. Alright. But, so interesting thing is that I actually own Face Rig as well for a long time. I didn't really use it that much because you guys know I was on a weaker computer. And trying to run a 3D model while also playing games just was not something that, that wasn't gonna work, So, but, oh yeah, I just remembered. Get this out of here and up. Alright. There. And there. Okay, there we go. More doggo chest, because that's good stuff. A full exposed doggo chest, yeah. But, anyways, I own Face Rig. I didn't really use it that much because of a weak computer, but I did kind of mess around with it, tinker with it. I know a little bit about it. And I can say this, Face Rig costs money. I don't remember exactly. I think it was like 20 bucks or something. You paid for it. You had it. You used it. There were DLCs with more characters and stuff that you could buy. Some of them were free. And there's a professional mode if you were making a ton of money. And you're making a ton of money off it. You could just basically, it was like a commercial license thing. But it was all pretty straightforward. People liked Face Rig, but it was kind of dated. It's kind of if you go back to it now, it's really dated. It is on a Unity build that $14.99 USD. Right. But it's weird saying the good boy is the good boy, even if it's not perfectly complete form. Yeah, this is one of the models there is customization. That's why I'm purple. But you can see that the name tag there. This is Hatsi. Hotsy has a... Actually, where is it? It's like here. I think it's up there. Yeah. If we go to Hotsy... How do I look this up again? Info. It's each model has a bio. Ever since Hotsy joined our team, Midori's been having trouble finding matchy socks. Machi won't leave his box, and the mailman had been missing. Nevertheless, he's man's best friend, and everyone loves him to bits. I like this description because it mentions the mailman mysteriously went missing. I wonder where he went. But, anyways. So, real talk though. I own FaceRig. It's a bit dated now. It's clearly, I can understand them wanting to switch engines, but it's important to note that FaceRig was a one and done price and purchase, you know? You bought it, maybe you bought a few DLCs if you want a particular model or whatever, but that was it. That's all you paid. Animaze works differently, and I'm not sure how I feel about that, honestly. It's, so, first off, let's talk about technicalities, the technical specs. Animaze is still early release, so it's understandable it doesn't quite have as many features as FaceRig. It seems to have most of them. One thing I did notice, I actually reinstalled FaceRig. I won't be showing this here, but I did reinstall FaceRig for a bit, and I did find out that it seemed to track me better. Like, it tracked when I was moving my mouth and stuff better. Animaze seems a little bit dodgier on that. It's not bad, it's just FaceRig seemed more accurate. I think that the reason for that is FaceRig has the ability to track your microphone to also, like, oh, he's talking loudly, time to open the mouth more. I think that made him more accurate. Animaze doesn't seem to have that as far as I could tell, at least not yet. So that may explain the lack of facial recognition accuracy to some degree, or at least when it comes to the mouth. Let's see here. Let's see some questions people are answering before I go further. It works pretty well for what it is. Yeah. Again, like I said, FaceRig a little more smooth. And Felix, are you telling me you spent $15 in FaceRig when this is free? Well, let me get to that, dude. So, FaceRig still is a good program, even if it's a bit dated now. But I almost want to argue that FaceRig might be better. For instance, it does seem to be a bit smoother with the facial recognition. And that could just be, you know, something that needs to be ironed out over time or something. So it may improve in the future and stuff, you know. But besides that, it's a free program, which, of course, you know what that means. There's been actually a lot of... I've been reading the forums for Animaze and stuff, like the Steam forum thing, Community Hub. And there's been a lot of people with a lot of misgivings over the fact that it's free. And now that it's released, now that it's officially released, if you go over the webpage, the Steam page, it actually has... Let's see, what was it? It has... I am bad at accessing things. One moment. Type. There we go. Let's see here. So it just came out like, yeah, 17th. So it's been out for 2 days. Mixed reviews. 46% of the 198 user reviews for the software are positive. Which means, of course, that 54% are negative or neutral. Yeah, people have misgivings. A lot of FaceRig users that heavily use it feel a little bit gypped, like indicated by the person who talked earlier in the stream. But beyond that, it has a lot of paid features. First off, you can... I'll start going over the icons like at the top here. So we have Shop. And here's the big thing, right? Subscription. Yearly, monthly... Plus in VIP mode. You can see, of course, this is you see the issue here immediately. Now, granted, monthly subscriptions aren't always a bad thing. I'm gonna kind of lean over here so I can fit next to the box. They're not always a bad thing, but you may notice here there's not a lot included with the free version. It does work, but it's limited, and the prices you see, $10 a year for Plus, $50 a year for VIP. Maybe not ridiculous prices. Well, it kind of depends how you see it, but monthly, $2 a month, $5 a month, depending on version. So let's go over this stuff here on the left. So first thing, virtual webcam, 90 minutes per session. Now, what's that mean, you wonder? Well, I can explain that. Actually, We're not using that right now by maybe recording this, but if you look at the upper right over here, we have a broadcast button. If I click this, so with this turned on, when I hit the broadcast button, what that basically means, and I'll just put it right here, you see the timer there, it's 90 minutes. Basically, with broadcast on, I can have XSplit or another screen capture or whatever. It can detect my feed, and more specific, it doesn't detect the entire window like we're viewing here, but it specifically detects the model and the background. I can also set backgrounds, by the way, of like single colors. Demonstration. Boom. This is the actual. Sorry for hurting your eyes, but this is actually what would work the best for like creating a transparent background next to a stream. For me, like this color works well with this model. So, but I'm just using the Halloween one because, you know, it's more appropriate. But anyways, yeah, 90 minutes. So what does that mean? Well, basically after 90 minutes pass, it just turns itself off. And you lose your so if you're doing something with your model in the corner, you know, you're playing a game or whatever, you're playing more than 90 minutes, it's just gonna turn itself off. Now, to be fair, this isn't like a resource. Like if I were to stop it right now, you can see it's at 88:45. It's counting down. So 90 minutes was the start. If I stop it and then rebroadcast, it's back to 90 minutes. So you can't, it's not like 90 minutes total and then you have to pay for it. You can just restart it, so that's all right. But still, it's kind of stupid to have it just randomly interrupt. Not the coolest. So anyways, that's one feature of the, let's go back to this, yeah. So, moving on. Stream at 60 FPS. Yeah, so I guess you have to pay for that. Otherwise, this doesn't record at 60 FPS. Now, again, it'll be kind of impossible for me to actually switch to a webcam feed for you guys, the broadcast function. At least I think so. I could try. Actually, here, let's try it. Let me try adding on. Let me broadcast and let me add an overlay. Hold on. Let's see if this works. Oh, it does. So you may notice, so this is what it looks like if you were to capture. Obviously, if I had a single color background, I could easily make it very transparent. But here's what it looks like when you're using the actual broadcast. You can see, indeed, the frame rate has dropped. It is now 30, I assume, rather than 60, because you have to pay for 60. So that kind of blows. Beyond that, you can see, like down there, that, oh, no, up there, actually. Yeah, oh, no, it's over there now. You see, there's a watermark. It bounces around, and I want to eat it. Nom. Keeps moving. So that annoying watermark. Now, granted, if you're cheeky like me, you can just crop like this. You can just crop, especially if you're using a transparent background, especially cropping works. Cropping gets rid of it, you know. I just crop the sides, so you can get rid of the watermark that way. But watermarks are stupid. I hate watermarks. They're dumb. You know, it's just like, hey, look at me. I don't pay for shit. Aren't I a cheapskate? Like, thanks. I'm glad I get to fucking broadcast that, you know. But so yeah, so the watermark, the virtual webcam shutting itself off after 90 minutes. Streaming at 30 FPS, which kind of sucks. If you want to show off a model, you probably want to show it off at 60 FPS if you can handle it, right? Because it looks better. I mean, this feed that I'm directly capturing here is 60 FPS, so you can compare to what I just showed. What I'm noticing here, I didn't read over the whole subscription model here, but if you look, you know how I just noted earlier that face rig captures my face better, like it captures my eyes, mouth, and everything. I just noticed, look at the next option. Advanced configurations for abutment and tracking is not available in this version. I have to wonder if that includes like listening to your mic to determine how much your mouth should open on the character and stuff. It could. I don't know. So yeah, they're definitely locking some features there. Beyond that, importing avatars, backgrounds, and props to the Steam Workshop is still free. That's good, much like FaceRig. But importing avatars, backgrounds, and props for exclusive personal uses costs money if you don't pay for the subscription. Now, what does that mean? You may wonder. Well, I can show you that too. So if we go up to avatars, we go over here, and say I want to, how do you add? Where's the add button? Actually forget. Oh yeah, it's, no, never mind. At the top left, import. I'll click that. And you see import avatar, live 2D avatar. Live 2D avatars are basically just drawings. Like avatar is a 3D model. Live 2D is like a drawing that can be animated and move around still, but it's technically 2D. But if I were to want to, if I want to import the avatar, I gotta pay 99 cents for a single import. It's free if I get it to this workshop, I guess, but that's still kind of lame. I also don't know how hard it is to get on the workshop. Like maybe you have to like officiate it somehow. I'm not sure. But you can see here, I'm not really fond of this. Just if you want to import it for your own self, you know, your own personal model or whatever. I have a model. I would test it with this, but I mean, I don't want to pay money really. So, you know, I mean, it's not that much money, but I just, you know, the principle of it. Beyond that, let's see here. What else? Dedicate capture window with transparent background. Well, I can make my own, but I'm sure some people are not so savvy on that, so that would be a nice feature to have for the free version. I don't see why that's cut off from the free version. Use your phone as your face tracker. I can't really comment on that. I don't really... My phone's, like, super old, and I never really understood the big, like, mobile market, so asking me to comment about mobile features, probably not a good idea. So I'll just keep it at that. Export videos as MP4. That's interesting. So I can actually hit record up here, and I can start recording. And then I stop. And then, would you like to save your recording? Yeah? And then I can, like, is it gonna let me? Let's see. Saved as an MPEG. As an MPEG. So, let me check this out. So MPEG instead of MP4, that means... Gotta take a quick look. I need a new codec. Oh, fine. Get the codec. Wait, actually, no. Fucking running in VLC. What are you doing? I don't need your fucking codec. I got VLC. It's a good program. There, run it. Oh, yeah. Yep, I'm looking at it now. And as I expected, this video recording is kind of shit. I'd say it's 360p. That would probably be the amount I would say it is. 360p recording, unless you pay money. And then you get, like, HD. 360p if you don't pay, though. It froze while I was minimized. It's okay. No worries. We're back. We're good. We should be good. Are we good? Please say we're good. Waff. But, yeah, we're good. Yeah, so it froze while I was on the little upload window. It was a separate thing, so it, like, paused everything. It paused it for me, too. But, furthermore, okay, you have to pay for pro string or commercial rights. It probably works much like FaceRig, where if you make a certain amount of revenue off your videos, hiccup. If you make a certain amount of revenue off your videos, it probably, you have to use that. Probably is how it works, much like how FaceRig did it. It's whatever. I don't care so much about that. Early beta access, that may or may not be. Let's see here. It may or may not be a big deal, but let's see. Plus price after discount period is $19.99. The VIP price after discount period is I'm sorry. Hey, do you guys see those little icons at the top, the little diamonds up here next to the $9.99 for 1 year, $49.99 for year? Oh, look at that. So those aren't the normal price. The plus price after discount period is $20. The VIP price after is $100. So these prices up at the top will double after 1 year, I assume, or whatever they count as a discount period. So actually, they're charging more than I thought. That's actually kind of, I didn't even realize those. I mean, yes, diamonds to indicate like additional terms, sure, but that icon did not make me think that was like an asterisk. Basically, they should have just used a damn asterisk. Yeah. Let's see here. That's really the only important point. There's a few other asterisks, but the first one's the that one's a problem. So yeah, if we go to the community hub for a sec, which I'm gonna actually do, I think it's worth doing. So that's why I'm on the fence about this. I'm not so sure I feel like this is fair. There's nothing being offered to face rig people, by the way. I would know, because I was one. I had face rig. There's no like, oh, you know, you get a special, you know, 3 months free or something because you have face rig and loyalty program, you know? No, there is, as far as I can tell, no such thing. And you could argue this is a straight upgrade, or at least a side upgrade, or a side grade from face rig, so, you know, one would want to switch to one to the other. It's not like a new, you know, it's not like when you get a sequel to a game or something where it's like new content. This is kind of the same thing, just kind of polished up. So I don't really know. There should have been something offered to face rig consumers, I feel. But if we go to the, yeah, it is 50% off for face riggers. What is though? Right now, face rig is on sale because it's actually, here's the thing. Here's the big thing. And I have a problem when Dark Souls did this. Remember when the Dark Souls remake came out and then they removed Dark Souls from purchase? So that forced people to use the new version of Dark Souls even if they didn't want to. They had to go buy it and stuff, and, you know, unless they already owned it. Well, face rig is going to disappear at the end of the year, apparently. Like, it's on discount right now. You can get it cheap. I'll give them credit for that. But after that, face rig will be no more, and Animaze will be your only way of doing this sort of stuff. So, you can kind of understand. I'm going to move these out of the way again. You kind of understand I'm not exactly fond of that decision. Because I think people should have options. I think it's kind of become obvious to me. I think the Animaze people, I don't want to say they're money grubbing, but it does kind of feel towards that vibe. But let me go ahead and pull up some Community Hub reviews, and you guys can judge for yourself from there. Hold on a minute. Okay, let's see here. Let's see. Yeah, here we go. Community Hub. The fact that 54% of reviews are mixed as soon as it got released, that tells me quite a bit. Now, I won't be showing you guys face rig footage to compare because when I was in between, you know, streams and stuff, I've been testing this stuff out on my own time, and I could say quite confidently that I am not going to reinstall face rig because I was having a lot of like video and audio codec conflicts, and I actually broke all the sound on my computer for a bit while trying to run both face rig and Animaze. So I made the executive decision to, after testing face rig a bit, to remove it entirely so it didn't possibly break more things. I think it's just a computer conflicting with multiple. See, it creates, these programs create virtual like webcams and like audio devices and stuff, and I think my computer was having conniptions with 2 different programs doing that at the same time. So yeah, I just, you know, to be on air on the side of caution, it's not worth breaking a computer to do a bunch of on-stream testing. So I did the testing off stream. So, but I have the Community Hub reviews here. There's a lot of, you guys can read them yourself over here. I was just kind of reading through them even before the program release. So basically, people were having a lot of worries, a lot of concerns, even before the program release. They were having a lot of worries over how it was going to go. But a lot of people have basically written, yeah, like this guy, the subscription has turned me away. I pay $30 or even $60 for this. Animaze just seems like a sad crash cab. I'd pay the $99 if I didn't have to pay again next year. Yeah, I agree. I'm the sort of guy who prefers when a program is something I pay for and then I have it. I much prefer that. It gets it off your mind. You've dealt with it, you paid your dues, and you don't have to worry about it in the future. If you want some DLCs or something to add new models, then yeah, sure, you can pay for that, but, you know. Let's see. But yeah, people don't like, I don't think a lot of people enjoy subscription services. I feel that people put up with subscription services. There's this one, I don't know if I'll be able to find it again. I probably should have saved a link to it, but there's this one review where the developers, to their credit, they do get involved in these conversations a lot of times. If you scroll through, you will actually find their replies. So it's not like they completely don't care, but I do think they're making some bad decisions here. But, let's see. I'm seeing if I can find a really good article to tell you. I actually, wait, where are all the reviews I looked at? I mean, I'm having trouble finding the ones I read before. Actually, maybe I should sort by oldest. Disappointing customization. Oh yeah, I guess I should show you guys the customization. Also, I'm not gonna dive through this. You guys could deep dive this yourself if you're curious. Suffice to say, though, I think the review page itself and having 54% negative / neutral reviews kind of indicates, you know, people are having problems. But sure, let's go into the customization panel. So it does actually seem a little bit better than Face Rig in the customization department, a little bit more. You can adjust color of the fur. You can see here I adjusted for 2 colors because, you know, got the lighter fur and the darker fur. Head size, which you can get really silly. You can get really silly. Like I said. Oh no. No, don't save that. That's normal husky. We are no normal husky. How dare. How dare. Alright, let's go back though. You can mess with a whole bunch of stuff though. You can make the nose bigger. Fortunately I can. Or smaller. I made it fairly big because Snodge, but not maximum big because that's silly. I made the eyes bigger because that's always good, and of course, gave my eye color. You can select everything pretty well from here, like customization. Ear size, I can make them even bigger or smaller, but... Again, I found the size that worked for me. To choose the body color... accessories color, I actually didn't really mess with that. And, I mean, you can also put on... props... Sort of, or they can float above me. That works too, I guess. How about cowboy hat? Does that work better? A little bit, I suppose. Howdy, partner? Well, yeah, there's not that many props though, honestly. I guess there's enough, but this makes no sense. This headphone placement makes absolutely no sense. You can move them up, down. That's true. If I go back to the party hat, for instance, I can. Oh, well, that actually makes it smaller and bigger. So no, I can't move it up and down. I thought that was up and down, but no, that's actually size. I can have a little tiny hat. Now I look like I'm a macro dog. Good. So it's just size scale. You can't really move them around, which is a bit of a oversight, I feel. Like, you think you could move them around. Maybe hit the advance button. Did they turn... Wait, did the advance button turn itself off again? Because I had it on before. What the hell? That's really big. Ha! Now I'm cosplaying as a Nicket. No. As a, yeah. Wait. Not a Nicket. A Thievel. My bad. A Thievel! Actually, yeah, let's hit the advance button. Okay, you can move it around, I'm wrong. So, not only size, but positioning. Alright, good. I would imagine it was somewhere. You can also rotate. That's good. I completely messed it up. I'll leave it like that. I don't need no props. I'm all natural. The best prop I have is my belly. Internal props are the best. Though you can see it externally too. Fair. Let's see here though. So I'm gonna save that. Okay. There's also models sometimes come with animations. There are several models. This is the animation this one comes with. Action sniffing. This is what I call that. But yeah, let's. So there's several. I'll show off a few more models. So I was given a like a special early release build of this. So I actually got. I don't know how many coins a typical person starts with. You may notice I have 503 coins. That because I don't know. Like I started with more than that, and I don't know how many a normal person starts with. But I picked up a few random avatars just so I can look at them. I kind of prefer this one, as you could probably understand, but I'll show a few others. So here's Detective Tiger, I guess. I don't know. The more Anthro ones kind of creep me out a little bit, but that's not a problem with Animaze. I actually felt that way about Face Rig too. Something about the, I don't know, it's just something about how they work. It doesn't quite work for me. But yeah. Though, granted, Velociraptor is a bit better. I don't know, he likes to aim to the side. The best thing about the Velociraptor? That. He does look a little, what's the word? Wrinkly, I guess? He can look a little cuter, but I guess he's realistic-ish. Here, I'll show an example of a live 2D avatar as well. As a dumpling dog. Live 2D, like I said, it's not an actual 3D model. It's a drawing that adapts and moves.
You wouldn't say they're money grubbers, but I would. I'd say they're scummy garbage people who want to force people to use this because it makes them more money than a one-time purchase.
I mean, that's the way I feel about a lot of subscription models as well. I don't want to call them a money grubber because I feel like it's a bit rude. But I do want to say that I think it's a poor business decision. And honestly, a lot of people are agreeing with that. There's a lot of people that have commented even before release saying they're very concerned. In fact, there's comments like, this has been in development for a while, Animaze. There's been comments like back 3 months where people are like, I don't know about this. This sounds sketch. This sounds a bit sketch, because I think there were some details then about how it's going to be free. And honestly, whenever I hear a company go like, oh, this is going to be a free to play thing, free to get, it's like, well, that always complicates things, you know? It always makes it more of a situation where you know that there's going to be some extra fees inside the game. And I'm not saying free to play is bad. I really like Guild Wars 2. That's a free to play game that handled the model well, I feel. So it's not impossible to handle the model well, but it does raise a bit of stress when people, you know, when a company's like, hey, free to play, whoa. I prefer just to pay for it. Like, Face Rig had the right model. So I can completely understand why their Face Rig customers, also here's Doge, because Doge. I can completely understand why their Face Rig customers I have a problem with this, because, I mean, Face Rig was a one-time purchase. You could buy DLCs. You could buy a professional license if you're making a lot of money off of it. So there's, you know, the Face Rig model, the developers had the motivation to make more models to make more money, which is a fair trade, I feel. Here, though, this Animaze, they could stop working on it entirely and keep generating money with it, technically, with that whole subscription model set up. It's basically kind of annoy-ware. It's like stuff is locked arbitrarily to encourage the customer to pay for it. Yeah. Basically, I'm not fond of models that allow a developer, theoretically speaking, I'm not saying they're going to do it, but technically speaking, if a developer could just keep making money and keep making money and keep making money without doing more work, but without it being like a standalone finished product that could just be purchased, but instead keep making money off the same customer without doing more work. That's something I feel is dodgy and dangerous, where you have to have a developer with a lot of integrity for that model to be, you know, not taken advantage of in a bad way. But, yeah. Honestly, there's probably still going to be the DLC stuff and such that Face Rig had, so I assume, you know, I'm seeing that there's going to be probably paid DLC on top of the subscription model, which, nah. Nah, fam. I'm going back to Husky. Going back to the closest thing to a Shadox. Yeah, the head movements are good on this, so I can very much say I can do yes no motions very easily with this. But yeah, so I tested Hotsy specifically on Face Rig. Hotsy specifically, this one here, was better on Face Rig, like the recognition of what I was doing, the mouth movements and stuff was better there, which I assume just simply means that it, given what the subscription model said about some of the features being locked behind it, I assume that's the reason. Like, I assume that if I had the subscription, magically I would have more a smoother experience. I'm not sure, because it could just be some sort of bug, because FaceRig, well, I mean, they wanted to get away from just the proprietary. They wanted to get away from the default Unity stuff engine thing they were using for FaceRig. They wanted to make their own engine, so it's quite possible with a new engine that maybe some recognition is a little bit different. Maybe it doesn't recognize me specifically as well as FaceRig does or something. So I'm not going to harp on that. But yeah, I'm not really fond of the model too well. Let me turn the music back on. This is getting kind of quiet. There you go. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much most of what I had to say. It's a cool idea. The FaceRig was a cool idea that I couldn't really make use of, and now Animaze is a cool idea that I don't know if I want to make use of. Full disclosure, then, I should probably do this. Full disclosure, I got early access to this, and it was like, what was it specifically called? Let me look it up on Steam again. It was called a private beta, and it gave me some coins for free, so you might have less coins to spend on avatars starting off. You don't start with much. I'll be honest, you really don't start with much. And a lot of these avatars are not my sort of thing. Oh, hey. Okay, well, one benefit. FaceRig Originals. Because you bought FaceRig, you get this for free. So I guess I got these models for free. Cool, I got Donald Trump for free. No thanks, fam. I pay you to take it back, thanks. But, you know, it's good to see, like, you know, for instance, Hotsy here. It's because I had FaceRig, I get Hotsy. So if you don't have FaceRig, you won't have lovely boofers. Sorry. You can buy it, but... Oh yeah, let's talk about the amounts. Most of these models cost anywhere from... let's see, that's $6.99. Can we just have that be $700? Why the fuck... I don't like it when... I don't like it when anything says $6.99. No, it's $700. Make it $700. Bitch. I don't know. $3.99, $1.99. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna say the actual amount. $700, $400, $200. So anywhere from $2 to $700, you could say. Those are editor's picks, though. There's others over here. $2 to $700, though. It seems like a pretty fair estimate. This is what's currently available. This is all the avatars. This is all the avatars. So you can take a quick look and see. None of these, most of these, I can say from Melanie's FaceRig, most of these come from FaceRig DLCs or FaceRig Basic and stuff. So right now there are a lot of rehashes. But yeah, let's go over the money amounts, and if we go to coin packs, you can see the exact exchange rate here. $5 for 1,000 coins. That basically means that every dollar is 200 coins. So every dollar is 200 coins, meaning that these guys, you know, if it's 700, that's going to be 4 of your dollars, because it doesn't, of course, it doesn't math evenly. It's another one of those models. So in addition to a subscription model, you have to keep in mind the coin packs as well. The subscription model has nothing to do with the coin packs. There are two different separate ways that they can get money from you, which again, a developer needs to make money from their customers, but it's all a matter of how honest can they be about it. Having one of these would probably be enough, but having both of them, I'm not so sure. I feel about that. And again, the amounts, look, 1,000 coins. You can buy the smallest amount. It's always, I've always called this out before, and I'm going to call it out again. So I really hate when the games have in-game currencies systems, or when or a website or game or whatever, utility, doesn't matter. A lot of times, you'll find prices like, this is 400 of this currency. Oh, I can only buy 800 of this currency. I have to buy at least 800. I guess I'll have to buy more than I need and spend more than I need to. Oh, and then I have some left over extra. Well, I guess I should put that somewhere, except for I'm still 200 short for getting another thing. I guess I'll have to buy more coins. And that's how it always works with these systems. They don't ever let you buy an exact amount that you need, because it's much better to hook in somebody. And I consider this a dishonest business practice, by the way. Much easier to hook somebody by forcing them to buy a preset amount and then making them sit there with extra coins and go like, well, maybe I should buy something else. It's fucking stupid. I don't like it. And I want to point out, for instance, that I called out, I even called out Rox about that. Rox, they have Roxbucks, and I'm okay with them having Roxbucks. I think that their model, I'm happy enough with their model. It's maybe not my cup of tea per se, but I don't mind them doing it. I don't think, you know, I don't think currency systems are bad. I just think they're often handled poorly. When it comes to Roxbucks on Rox, for instance, though, let me go over to it. The unfortunate thing is that Roxbucks works the same way. However, I don't really mind as much because you're not buying preset things for Roxbucks. You're doing trades, and people you're trading with, you know, other users that are also giving rocks away, are also going to determine the price. You know, the devs are not determining the price of the things that cost Roxbucks. It is entirely all the users' responsibility to determine what something is worth. So in that regard, I don't mind Roxbucks because it's a lot more user controlled. So while you still have to buy preset amounts of Roxbucks, again, that can get you somewhere because you're working with other users to spend that Roxbucks. Here, with most systems and most games / utilities, such as we see over here, the developers are not only determining the price of the packs, but they're also determining the price of the stuff you buy with the packs. And at that point, it gets kind of manipulative, or very easily becomes manipulative. At least in the case of Roxbucks, it's user controlled as to the pricing of everything. So, you know, agency is in the user's hands. The developers can't meddle with that, and I appreciate that. Again, it's just there's a lot going on here, guys. So you have to buy gold to buy avatars. You have to buy a subscription to unlock all the features, which you have to pay for every month or year. And you have to pay money on the side just to import your creations personally, unless you put them on the workshop or something. But hey, guess what? Hey, you have a private model you don't want literally fucking everyone using? You just want to have it to yourself? Well, better pay $1 then, because that's the only way you can do a personal upload. Oh, but of course, if you do the subscription, let's see here, was it? Yeah. If you do the subscription of any sort, then it becomes free. So, again, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't want their models available. Because if you make a model available, people will, like, you know, edit it and tweak it and re-rig it and do all sorts of shit with it and even claim it as their own. So you have to be careful about that. So that's pretty shit. Oh yeah, I forgot to finish my full disclosure I was doing. So about the full disclosure. So I got a private beta build. I was basically approached by Animaze about, hey, do you want to check this out? In fact, let me get the emails up so I make sure I don't missay anything. I believe they contacted me first. Pretty sure about that. Yes, they did. Oh wait, no. Okay, I got a promotional email. And then I contacted back saying, I like face rigs, so yeah, I'm kind of interested in this. Could I apply for a review key? So I was the one that actually asked. They promoted it to me, and then I was like, yeah, I'm interested. And then they were like, yeah, okay. And then it went a little further than I thought, though. Because all I was thinking was, like, could I get early access to review it? Or I actually didn't know at the time. I didn't actually know at the time it wasn't going to cost money, so I was just asking for a straight review key, thinking that I'd have to otherwise, you know, spend money to get it. But they ended up giving me, like, you know, a private build, so that's fine. But then I got contacted back later, like once I got the key. So I had to actually sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, to not share any of this until Animaze released. I could have technically, like theoretically, I had my hands on recording this and messing around with this like a week ago, but yeah. So I actually had to straight up sign a legal document. Of course, I read. It wasn't very long, and I read it all. It's fine, nothing wrong there. But since I've done that, I got a recent email here. My name is Christina for the Holodeck Tech team. As you may know, we'll soon release Animaze, a successor to FaceRig on Steam. And I'll move this over to the other screen so you can see my lovely doggy face. I'd like to invite you to take part in a special preview program. And that's how it all went down. This way you'll be able to create content of Animaze for anyone else and enjoy a year's subscription to Animaze on us. So that was the offer, like, okay. A year subscription to Animaze, and I wasn't sure how to feel about that. I was like, but yeah, sure, I'll check it out, because I'm curious to check it out. I want to learn about this. I want to tell people about it. So I was like, yeah, sure, let's do this. And I honestly don't care that much about the year subscription, but I may as well take it, I guess. But, so then I got a bunch of information, and I had to sign the non-disclosure agreement, which kind of weird. A lot of developers don't go that far of it, which is kind of weird, actually. I mean, a lot of times there are NDAs, like I'm told, like, here's our early review key. Please don't make footage before, you know, October 22nd, because that's when the game releases. We don't want footage before then. I've been told that a lot of times. I've been given non-disclosure agreements that I casually agree to, but this was the first time I was told to sign something, which is kind of odd. Every other time it was more of a, you guys know, Hallowed for an Hour, I've reviewed like 200 games, maybe, I know I've reviewed more than that, it's like 300 now. But I've been given a lot of NDAs, and it was just a case of verbally agreeing. But in the case of Animaze, they wanted me to sign a document. Seems a little more stringent, and I'm not sure why. I'm not really sure what the deal was with that. The emails I received, Christina was cheery enough, but she was clearly reading a script and being a little overly excited with me. It was a little silly, but it's fine. Whatever. It's not harmful in any way. Just kind of felt a little corporate, I guess you could say. So then I signed it. They said thanks. We'll follow up with a Steam key. Here's your Steam key. I got the early access. And I was told that all purchases, subscription to coins are sandbox. That means they don't cost real money. It's a dev environment. So it's like I got free coins that don't actually exist, and I get the impression I'll lose access to them, which means I might lose access to the model again. I don't know. I don't really know. Actually, probably not, because this is a face rig freebie, right? So, so then the day before Animaze released, Christina contacts back and says, and this is why we're here now. She said, as you know, tomorrow we're going to release the Animaze app on Steam. That means you'll be finally able to share your content that you made and even stream anime starting November 17th, blah, blah, blah. If you have any questions or problems, let me know. There's less than 24 hours to go. I'm super excited to see how you'll get creative anime, so feel free to send me videos or links to the content you're creating so we can share it as well. And, I mean, I get it. PR talk, and PR goals. So I got 2 emails in a row before I had a chance to respond because I've been so busy about, hey, make a video. And it's like, okay, I will do that. And apparently, they didn't say this anywhere. I don't really care, again, about the whole free subscription. But they didn't say this anywhere when I first agreed, but they did say later, just so we can wrap up the preview program, I'd really appreciate it if you could reply this email with links to the content of Animaze and your transfer details for the $20 transfer the value of Animaze's yearly subscription. I guess I'm getting an actual $20, so I could actually put that wherever I want. That's not bad. But anyways, they did agree to giving me the subscription, and then they said, we'll give you the subscription once you put out a video, which is fair enough, but that's why we're here. That's why we're here, guys. Get creative. Yeah, I don't really know. I guess get creative, put it in the corner while playing a video game. And so I responded that I'll be getting on that pretty soon, that I am been a little bit busy, and they're like, okay, just share a link, and I'm like, yeah. So that's why we're here. I'm making a video, so, you know, they have their video. Now, sorry, Christina, or whoever happens to watch this video and is disappointed that I'm critiquing, but that's what I do. I critique. I won't just go like, oh, I love it because I got it for free. I love it, man. You should go get it because they gave me something, so you should totally... Like, I do appreciate getting things, but I will always give a fair critique, you know? That's just how I work. But, let's see. There's really not a whole lot else I could talk about. Oh, I can do voice masking. So there's actually, like... Actually, let's hear some previews real fast. Here, hold on. So, recording.
Animaze.
That was really glitchy. Was that supposed to be really glitchy? And I can start recording. Oh, it's recording me. What the fuck? I didn't tell it to record me. What the hell happened? Start recording. Wait, I don't want to... Uh-oh. Recording? Let's go away. This is kind of scary. It's all spooky and talking and stuff, and I don't know why. And I can start recording. Do you guys hear that, or is it just me? Do you hear me just repeating over and over again? And I can start recording. Why is that doing that? I don't even know when I asked it to record me. I guess I hit this button, didn't I? Hold on. And I can start. But why won't it stop? Even when I close the menu, it won't stop. And I can start recording. I'm haunting myself. Go back to the answer button. Sure. And I can start recording. I have a solution.
Animaze.
Recording.
Animaze.
But yeah, these are just basic.
Animaze.
I have an idea. Don't worry. I have an idea of how to stop this. But yeah, this is all just basic voice effects. You can get these anywhere.
Animaze. Animaze.
Also, they're glitching. Holy shit.
Animaze.
I think I'm done messing with those. I don't need voice effects. And also... And I can start recording. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just kill the program for a second. Is it still doing it? Okay, thank goodness. When I closed the program, it stopped. I was half expecting it just to exist until I restarted the computer or something. just the haughty words of, and I can start recording. I was like, I don't know. Oh, cannot open camera, but you guys use another program in resolution and SPS. Right. XSplit took control of the camera, so now Animaze can't. You gotta start these in a certain order. Yo. Actually, wait, hold on. Let me, How about now? No? All right. Yeah, this is why it was hard to get a stream going of this. Cannot open camera because XSplit's open. Well, I guess we're done recording myself doing doggo stuff. Oh well. Too bad. So sad. Regardless, you got to see me talk a bunch, so it's alright. No big deal. You guys could just look at this doggo then. When he's not moving. Yeah, so that's the other thing. Like, it doesn't even play that well with your recorders. You know, like I can't, if I can't open the camera, I can't calibrate. So even if I wasn't showing this to you guys, this would be problematic. Kind of sucks, you know? But regardless though, I think we pretty much reviewed everything here. Did I miss anything? Oh yeah, about the voice thing. I guess that's useful for some people, but I mean, I'm the sort of person to just go, you know, I can talk any voice I want to, so I don't need a voice changer. Well, not most of the time at least. So, you know. But, yeah, so that's Animaze. I want to like it because it is technically superior in, like, how it's put together compared to FaceRig, even if it may be lacking a few things right now. Which I'd be forgiving of under normal circumstances since it just came out and it's a new engine. Because obviously stuff could be added to it in the future. But this model just feels predatory. It's, you know... Pay for a subscription, pay for coin packs to get avatars, or if you want to import your own avatars, pay for that unless you're paying for the subscription. It's like they'll get you anyway, and then there's like all the, you know, like the broadcast limitation too. I guess I could broadcast to make me appear again. I guess I'll do that, sure. I guess I could still do that. I can't calibrate though. Oh well, that doesn't... Yeah, again, I still can't calibrate. So I guess you have to open Animaze, calibrate it, and then open it like your video capture. And if something crashes, you gotta redo that all over again. That's not great. That might be just a me problem. I wouldn't be surprised. I have had those before, but I'm not exactly fond of that. But yeah, that's Animaze. I don't think I have much else to ramble about. So yeah, it's a shame. I wish they had stuck to the FaceRig model. I would be completely on board with like, hey guys, to purchase FaceRig, now you could purchase Animaze, which has the same model and it's new, it's better, and it's like on a better engine. And I'm sure people would have supported that. But under the circumstances, there's a lot of people not agreeing with their decisions, and I really can't blame them. But yeah, there's my Animaze review. This is a paid promotion. So I will put the paid promotion thing in the YouTube video link so everybody knows. And as you could tell, I'm not great at announcing that these are paid promotions sometimes. Sorry about that. But I think my review, you know, my review style, it doesn't matter if it's paid promotion or not. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. So, you know, you can trust me on that. I will never break from that. That is just how I work. But that was Animaze. And... as far as, if you're wondering if I'll be using it, we could. If you guys want me to, I could put it in the corner. We could actually do a little bit of gameplay before I close out entirely. I'll think about that, though. We'll talk about that in a second. But that was Animaze. I would not recommend it unless you don't have FaceRig. If you have FaceRig, stick to it. That's what I would say. Because it's less complicated. You know, you have it. you're not spending extra for it, just use face rig. It's a little bit, its system is a little bit out of date, like its menus and UI and stuff. It's a little bit out of date, I guess, but it still seems to have better face, voice syncing and everything compared to Animaze, at least right now. So, yeah, that's basically all I have to say. Hope that was edifying for you guys, and thanks for watching.